I like our society to be more spontaneous. It should be humorous. There should be humor in tattooing. It shouldn't be so serious. And some people really take it so seriously. It's on me for the rest of my life, you know, and I get that, you know, but life's temporary. My name is Mikki, and I am originally from California, and we are in Portland, Oregon at Fortune Tattoo. I think we have kind of a broad scope of people that come here. You know, there's nurses and psychologists and doctors and, you know, lawyers, and I mean, it's such a huge aspect of just a huge field of different people, you know, which all have their own personalities and different social backgrounds and cultural backgrounds, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Keeps you on your toes for sure. What I look at, like the style of tattooing that I have on my body was, you know, back when I was a kid and, you know, mid-'80s and stuff, and getting tattooed, you basically got little pieces and then you just kind of collectively, like, I don't know, acquired more, and then you figured out how to pull them all together. It's kind of like punk rock style, you know, just like spot check little tattoos everywhere. You look at people now that in this day and age where people are like giving up all their body for one piece, you know, to where it's like the whole composition's the whole 2 sleeves and a back piece plus legs. I mean, that is so much dedication. And to think that people are thinking that big is really awesome. So when I see something that's been really thought out, or I do something that's really been thought out, I'm a little jealous about it. You know, there's this fluid nature to it because it was, you know, the whole process was developed before being applied.
My tattoo is a foo dog, and it has a lot of different meanings to me. I grew up in Hawaii, and kind of the culture there, there's a lot of Asian in the culture there, and so I wanted to get a dog. Like growing up, my parents had foo dogs in front of our house, so
and we worked on it, and my sister has the same one, so we got the same one, and it's based on family tree, and so the owl and quilting is both part of our matriarchal family.
These were probably the 4 I thought that would fit the best for the Mount Rushmore style tattoo. You know, there's so many more musicians that could have been put on here, but these were the 4 that I chose for the tattoo.
I feel like probably over half of my tattoos don't have any meaning at all, and I feel like aesthetic value is meaning enough for me personally. I don't think every tattoo has to be so literal. I think that you can get away with some metaphoric stuff with the image, and really, even if it means something different to everybody, you're the only one that knows what it means, so that's really all that matters.
I've tried to never limit myself to anything that was presented to me because I wanted to be able to take it on as a challenge and see if I could replicate it. Whether people brought me photographs or, you know, copies of master paintings, or, you know, even like stuff that's dream interpretation stuff. You know, I've had people come to me with like, you know, thumbnail sketches, and they're like super like 5-year-old doodles, but there's something to it. There's archaic kind of symbols to it, and I like to pull out those images and try to figure out what on a deeper level is being kind of processed with those people, and then manifest it on their body.
I got bit on my 21st birthday. I, you know, went out and got drunk and passed out in a building, and the police came in and found me passed out and sicked their dog on me. So I got pretty gnarly scars all on my inner thigh. So the foo dog, it's kind of like a like protector. Like they put it out in front of like temples and stuff to protect it.
And people are also fascinated with what happens when you get older, or what if you change your mind, or what if you don't like it after a while. And it's interesting because that's never happened to me, because it's representative of a certain stage. Like even though I don't like the tattoo on my back anymore, it was representative of a stage, and you don't look back on it and regret that piece. You're just like, oh, that's where it was at that time.
You know, yeah, it doesn't really have anything to do with my upbringing or my background or anything. It's just, yeah, it's my lifestyle. You know, it's what I've become.
Mikki is a collective of all my experiences, you know, so everyone that I've worked with is somewhere in there.
I think when you get a lot of tattoos, people tend to take you as a whole and they don't focus on like one or the other. But then there are the people who want you to explain every single one of them to you also. And I don't really think it's anybody's business sometimes.
I haven't told my dad that I have this yet. My mom knows, so you know, and it's just kind of a different generation. My dad is 71 years old.
The older generations aren't as accepting of it, but now, and I don't know if it's just because we're in Portland, but I feel like almost everybody has tattoos now.
I don't think there's any one style. I don't have like a Japanese theme or, yeah, I had a bunch of friends that tattooed me and each one of them was different. So it's kind of a collaboration of all my friends, you know, and each one of them is a different personality and different style, so.
What's interesting is that you look at everything as art, because Olivia's an artist, and so you're not only taking an idea that is important to you or something that represents something that you love, but then you're taking another artist and Olivia is able to express that through her own personal way of doing her art.
Anywhere that you decide to get a tattoo, you need to be committed. Even if it's someplace that you go, I really want it on my rib cage. Well, the rib cages are really difficult and really hard to get through, but if you want it there, then stick it out. It's more psychological, so it's not necessarily like your body is actually suffering, because you can turn it off. I mean, 10 minutes into a tattoo and your endorphins are already like kicked in, so it's blocking that pain stuff, so it's kind of numbing out. The best pharmaceutical company we have is in our own brain. You know, the pharmaceutical company's been trying to like mimic, you know.
There's a lot of like rite of passage as far as tattoos go.
You know, if they got an armband and it only goes on the outside, you know, I've heard people, you know, what, you're a pussy, you couldn't get all the way inside the arm, whatever. And so there's people that actually go, yeah, I need to get that done because I don't want to look like a pussy, you know.
You know, some of my friends just go stick and poke, and it's just a different vibe. I mean, for the kind of artwork that I wanted on my leg, I want, you know, like kind of like a big mural to go all the way down my leg.
I don't think I've really felt like an overall need to explain why I've gotten a tattoo.
Oh, I think they, a lot of them are, yeah, especially the skulls, you know, the flames, motorcycle on here, you know, just, you know, that's my style, I guess you could say.
It's almost a statement of privacy and an invitation of violation at the same time, because not a lot of people know, but it is not okay to just go up to somebody and touch them. Grab their arm, move their arm, pull their clothing away. That is never okay. It's like going up to somebody who's pregnant and touching their belly. It's like an insane violation of personal space.
Maybe there might be a cultural viewpoint that I'm not aware of, so I try to do as much as I can to be able to be somewhat educated, so I'm not playing Mickey Mouse with the wizard's wand.
And so then you take someone else's kind of artistic voice and then you combine it with what's important to you, and then you have a tattoo.
I actually found a love for it, and it was something that was constantly changing and kept my interest, and you know, I didn't feel like I was getting bored with it, so I just concentrated on my artwork and my work.
I pretty much just put total faith in her when I came here. I had no idea really what I wanted. I let her kind of make the decision. When I showed up, I had never seen a picture of what she was going to draw. I just kind of let her go for it because I, you know, trust her art. So I'm really happy with it.
I probably won't get anything different. You know, I like skulls. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my first tattoo.
So rather than seeing the amount of tattoos like most people see when they look at me, I see the lack of tattoos when I look at myself in the mirror. So it's almost like just a weird perspective shift, but I see the negative space.
I want people to be educated when they come here. I want people to be educated when they leave here. It was an interesting jump, but it was really nice when I was able to find out that I could fly.